Hello, my name is Sandra and welcome to the closing ceremony of Baltic Way 2020. I would say that it is nice to see all of you here now, but as you know, things are a bit complicated right now. Regardless, I would like to now give the floor to Kirsten Rosengilde, one of the members of the winning team of Baltic Way 1992 and a long-time leader of the Danish team.
Dear contestants, first of all, congratulations that you made it to Baltic Way 2020. I know that you're all waiting with excitement for the results, but you had to wait a little bit longer. 28 years ago, I sat just as you as the closing ceremony of Baltic Way, so I know how you feel. This year it is 30 years ago that the Baltic Way was held for the very first time. In 1990, the Baltic countries had declared or were just about to declare their independence. And in that spirit, they named the competition after the mass demonstration for freedom of the Baltic states. 2 years later, in 1992, all the countries around the Baltic Sea, plus Norway and Iceland, were invited for the Baltic Way, as we know it today. I was the same age then as you are now, but the world I grew up in were quite different. The Baltic Sea was parted by an invisible wall, and when this wall was torn down, a new collaboration of the countries around the Baltic Sea started. I still have a lot of good memories of being at Baltic Way in 1992, and I'm really sorry that you do not get the same experience this year of being together with people from other countries sharing the interest for math. But I'm still happy that it was possible to have a virtual Baltic Way. We are all here virtual because of our passion and flair for math. I think you all know the feeling of being absorbed in a fascinating math problem. It is a bit like being in a bubble, in a world of concentration, and then suddenly everything fits and you see the result. Or sometimes the bubble just bursts before we have that eureka moment. But either way, these bubble moments are great. I hope that the passion and fascinating for math will be central on the paths you choose for your future. Some of you might become researchers in mathematics, and some might choose other careers applying math to everyday problems or bigger problems of the world. Because the beauty of math is not only the theories and the results, but also that it can be applied to so many other fields. After World War II and the horrors of that war that science had made possible, the famous mathematician G.H. Hardy said in 1950, "I have never done anything useful. No discovery of mine has made or is likely to make, directly or indirectly, for good or ill, the least difference to the amenity of the world." Time very quickly proved him wrong, but also showed that math can be used for saving lives and improving our everyday lives. And that is one of the things that I personally find fascinating about math. Even though a lot of the mathematics we know today is developed purely in the interest of math and not for any practical reason, it often ends up being extremely valuable in other fields. Today we are facing another war. Right now, the world is in the middle of a pandemic, and mathematicians all over the world are working together with virologists and other specialists to make models of how the pandemic might develop. They are part of making maps of all the different mutations of the virus. Statistics are important when developing vaccines, just to mention some of the work done by mathematicians in the war against COVID-19. Another good thing about math is that we can collaborate virtually with people from all over the world. Even before that COVID-19 limited how we could travel, the global math community reached still greater result by working together virtually. I hope that during this pandemic, where the possibilities of meeting face-to-face are quite limited, you will still get the chance and also take the initiative to meet with math friends, meeting, solving problems, discussing theory, or just having a good time. Baltic Way is special because it is a group competition where you solve problems together. I still have a very vivid memory of when I participated in Baltic Way in 1992. Me and another contestant were in the math bubble together, absorbed in a problem that neither of us was able to solve alone. But together, just before the competition ended, we ended up solving it. And 28 years later, I do still remember that feeling, of just solving the problem before the end of the competition. This Baltic Way shows that collaboration makes things possible. It is the first Baltic Way that was organized by all the participating countries together. A big applause to all the organizers who have made this virtual Baltic Way possible, and a special applause to Oleg Kosik from Estonia as the chair of the organizers. Let us all give them a hand. Dear contestants, now you're a bit closer to the announcement of the results. And even though it is great to work virtually together with math problems, I hope that you have all had the chance or will get the chance in the future to be at a physical maths competition or camp, meeting young people from all over the world with the same enthusiasm for math as you have yourself. I hope that you will have many good math bubble moments alone or together in the future. Thank you.
This year, the Baltic Way was simultaneously organized by many countries, all 10 of the participating countries. All the countries had members in what is called the Problem Selection Committee. This committee chose the problems and also participated in the coordination of those problems. You will now see who belong to this committee, and although they can't hear this, please give them a warm applause.
Dear participants, thank you all for a wonderful Baltic Way. It's a great pleasure that despite the global pandemic, we still managed to hold the competition. 10 countries took part in the contest this year. The students of 4 countries had the lucky opportunity to gather as a team. The students of 3 countries collaborated fully online, and the students from the remaining 3 countries choose a combination of those 2 options. But now, let us finally find out the results.
So, we start with 10th place with 21 points. Iceland. Now we go on with 9th place. 30 points goes to Lithuania. Now we continue going up, 42 points, and 8th place goes to Sweden. Now even higher result, 47 points, and 7th place goes to Denmark. Now we continue with teams who got more than 50 points and 53 points and 6th place. Who gets it?
Estonia!
Yes, 6th place goes to Estonia. And now the things start getting really interesting, since the next team gets only 1 point more. With 54 points, and not even fifth, but fourth place goes to two countries. And the first of them is Finland. And the second team with 54 points in fourth place is Latvia. So now we are left only with three teams in some order: Poland, Germany and Norway. And who came third? With 64 points. And third place goes to Poland. Congratulations. So now we are with two teams left, and in a few moments we will know who is the winner of this year Baltic Way. The contest for the first place was really very, very close, with 75 points. Second place goes to Norway. And that means that the winner of this Baltic Way contest is, with 81 points, Germany. So we see the team composition of Germany, their contestants and leaders, and someone is missing. Who is it? Of course, it is Mathematigeri. So congratulations to Germany, Norway, Poland, and all contestants of this year's Baltic Way.
Per tradition, the winning team of Baltic Way is awarded the Traveling Baltic Way Cup. Last year, the winners of the Baltic Way were from St. Petersburg. Therefore, the cup is currently in St. Petersburg. Let's see what they're up to.
On behalf of ex-winners of Baltic Way competition, we congratulate the team that becomes the first online winner of Baltic Way. You had participated in the remote Olympiad this year, and as a result, the cup of this Olympiad is also remote. You can see it, but you cannot touch it or take it, at least right now. We hope, nevertheless, that in the nearest future we will meet you somewhere in reality and will present you this cap. One of the good moments for this is the next IMO Olympiad that will take place at St. Petersburg. We hope not by internet. And this prize will find at last its owner. But if something will go wrong, we can just win the next Baltic Way competition and save you from the troubles to deliver this cup back to St. Petersburg. Good luck. Congratulations. You win.
As you probably know, the Baltic Way was supposed to take place in Iceland this year, and many of you are probably very sad that we couldn't go there. However, we do have a short video from Iceland. Let's see what they are up to.
Good evening. We are happy to announce that the Baltic Way 2021 in November next year will be held in Iceland. We are looking forward to hosting the contest, and we hope we will be able to invite you all to meet us in person next year. That is, if conditions will be safe enough to travel. We also want to use this opportunity to thank the organizers of the Baltic Way 2020 for their work in making the contest happen this year. In particular, we want to thank the chair of that committee, Oleg, for his work. So, thank you for this year, and we will see many of you next year.
And that's it. Thank you for coming to this closing ceremony, and I hope to see all of you next year in Iceland.